Welcome to our high tunnel. This is a row of peppers. The peppers seem to be doing okay too. That's cauliflower. This next one is broccoli. Apple cabbage. Kale. Beets. This is butter lettuce. This is cabbage. This is our little bed of corn here. So I saw some of your questions. And one was about the acidity of soil and soil tests.
What's that called?
pH level of the soil. And so basically you want it pretty close to even between acid and,
Which would be like 5.
I think it's 7. I think 7 is even. Or a little sweet. But some things like acidic soil, like blueberries, like acidic soil.
What would be the ideal acidic level here?
For these row crops, 7.
7?
Yeah.
How do you test soil?
Take it. You just get a coffee can full. You take it into the soil and water conservation people, and they test it. They take it. They send it away to have it tested, and then you get your results. And also, the test tells you recommendations for how much of what to put on your soil to get it right.
What have you put on the soil to make it right here?
I put on some lime, and then I put in some. I just put fertilizer in. That's all I did.
Awesome.
And I put manure on this.
Your favorite plant to grow?
Well, probably kale because it's the easiest. And I'm a lazy guy.
Why is it the easiest?
I don't know. It's just really hardy. Just, if you don't water it, it doesn't care. It just it can grow in cold weather. It's really, really good for you.
So how did you end up with this high tunnel?
The Natural Resource Conservation Service has a program where they issue grants for high tunnels. So I got 2 grants, and so it really didn't cost me much, just my effort to put it up.
How long would it take you to put up a greenhouse usually?
Couple weeks.
Couple weeks?
Yeah.
Are you going to show me the other one?
Yeah, I was going to take you again. This other high tunnel has trees in it, fruit trees,
That's
apples.
Cool. What's over there?
This is our outside garden, but we plant cold weather crops in the summer.
What's a cold weather crop?
Kale, broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage.
What are you planning on planting there this
Brussels
year?
sprouts, all of those.
All of those?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So this is the one we have our trees in. Mindy is watering them. It looks like you haven't done these yet here.
I haven't. Yeah, it takes a lot, huh?
Well, these are Shiro plums. These are just done blossoming. They really blossomed well.
What happens after they blossom?
Well, then they get little fruit. They get little fruit starts growing. And I hope they do anyway. I hope the bees were doing their job.
How big is an average hoop house and an average high tunnel?
Oh, they come in all sizes, honey. There's really no.
What about this one? How big is
It's
this
30 by 72, 30 feet by 72.
What's this one?
Here, this is a nectarine. I'm hoping these trees got I don't know what happened to them last year, but whatever happened, they did not like it.
So how do you get these trees to blossom here in Alaska?
They just do it by themselves.
They don't need bees or anything to
Yeah,
pollinate?
they need bees. Oh yeah, they need bees. These are cherries here. I hope we get some cherries. They're blooming over there. See them now. So here's apple blossoms. These are golds. Golden delicious.
How many different types of trees do you have in here?
Probably 10.
What all are they?
Peaches, pears, cherries, nectarines, plums, apples, and there's asparagus in here too.
What do you use to ventilate in here?
The sides drop down, and there's a ventilation port up there.
What's that?
That's a heater.
Why do you need a heater here?
Well, the trick with growing fruit in Alaska reliably is to be able to control the heat when the blossoms are out, because what happens a lot of time is that the blossoms, there'll be a freeze and the blossoms will just drop off. They're very susceptible to frost.
That's too
So
bad.
if I can throw the heat on there, it helps them. You know, you get a more reliable crop, basically.
Awesome. How long have you been planting trees?
How long here in Alaska?
Or just in all?
Well, when I was just out of college, I had a farm, a fruit farm
Where was that?
in Pennsylvania.
Was that easier than in Alaska?
Oh yeah,
Definitely.
oh yeah.
How many trees did you have in Pennsylvania?
We had 85 acres of trees.
How many do you have here?
Well, not even close to an acre. Not even close to it. It's probably a 1/16 of an acre.
Why do you like growing fruit trees so much?
I like to eat it. Oh.
Do you get a lot of crop here in Alaska?
Well, it depends on the year, but I did the year before last, and then last year wasn't so good, unfortunately.
What do you think a good year would be? How much fruit would you get?
Oh, geez. Probably 5 bushels. 5 bushels of peaches.
How much is a bushel? How do you get so much water? Do you pay for it all, or do you have a system for it?
We have gutters on the greenhouse.
Will you show me?
Yeah.
What gave you the idea to do gutters?
Well, if you have to pay for water, it makes it, you figure out pretty fast that. Here's the gutter. So you take a picture down there.
And all the water that comes off of the greenhouse
Yeah.
goes in here
Yep.
and then goes into the tank?
Yep.
How do you get it out of the tank?
Pump it out.
With what?
A pump. Right here, this would be a pump.
Do you recommend gardening in Alaska?
You kidding me? You ever paid for any food in Alaska? Expensive. Also, it's better, it's fresher, and you know what's in it. You know that there's no pesticides or crummy fertilizers.